after a injury-riddled first half of the season, returned in January. His only loss to Austin O'Connor. In fact, Andonian has never beat O'Connor. He is 0-4, the two getting ready to meet for the 5th time tonight. First year at 157 for Andonian, bumping up from 149.
His opponent, the top seed from North Carolina,
Speaking of 149, that's the weight Austin O'Connor won his national crown at a couple of years ago. The ACC runner-up last year, the two-time ACC champ, ended last year with a torn ACL, tried to wrestle through it in Detroit, had to medically forfeit out of the NCAAs. Still becoming an All-American, wrestling on one leg, placing 8th. The second 4-time All-American in program history when you look at Austin O'Connor. And he has certainly looked in championship form really since we started the season.
Big implications for this match, because Peyton Robb stepping over, nothing there, fundamental defense. We see a lot at stake here because Peyton Robb, the #1 ranked wrestler from Nebraska, lost in the finals, which would open up the #1 seed possibility for Austin O'Connor if he were to win this match. You also wonder with Bryce Andonian, he has never beaten Austin O'Connor. 4 tries, no wins.
Keep it legal.
Andonian, the senior from Kirtland, Ohio, 3-time qualifier like O'Connor. He was an All-American last year, placed 3rd in Detroit.
No control.
Edge of the mat, waterfall position here for Andonian.
No control. No
Look for the neutral danger. Nothing's happened here. Looks like we get to a stalemate position.
Stop, stalemate.
Stalemate, no one can improve.
Neutral.
Double overs, pops the hips in. He has a freestyle background. Good balance by both wrestlers there.
It's a big match for Andonian. 3-time he has come up 1 win shy of the ACC goal. 3-time runner-up, has lost to O'Connor twice in the finals. Tariq Wilson last year. 2 minutes in, no score.
And the way that you wrestle Bryce Andonian is pretty much the way that Austin O'Connor is doing it right now. Solid position. And just, he's wrestling at a different level right now. That's just absolute quickness for him. Absolute quickness. Watch he's going to reach over.
Escape red.
And usually Bryce Andonian reaches back to reach over, and Andonian does that, and Austin O'Connor says, look, let's get out of this.
Watch the head gears, guys.
Short time, 10 seconds here in this opening period. O'Connor looking for more. Andonian trying to roll his way through. Now he pries into the right knee of O'Connor and will end with a 2-1 scrum after 3 minutes.
Blood stoppage red.
You look at this weight class at 157. Peyton Robb, who Rock was talking about, ranked #1. O'Connor sitting 2nd. Frantic of North Dakota State. Josh Humphreys, man, he is a hammer on top. And then you have Andonian ranked #5. So ACC well represented. Humphreys is a fun one to watch from Lehigh. You do not want to go underneath them.
You know, I was looking at, and I'm not sure if I saw this properly, but did Austin O'Connor just wipe the blood of Andonian off of him onto Andonian? It looked like he just wiped the blood on him. I don't know if we can see that, but
it's a blood timeout as they work on Andonian. Good look at Bryce. We had an interesting talk with him this week, didn't we?
go ahead.
He's a fun guy to chat with, and you know, we asked him, did you watch a lot of wrestling when you were younger, and who did you grow up aspiring to, if there was anybody that fit that category? And he said, no, you know, I really didn't watch a lot of folk style wrestling, but the one wrestler that I really enjoyed watching was Rey Mysterio. What do you say to that?
So this is what I was talking about before. So there's some blood, and then he just said, let me wipe this blood on you. Little mental games.
The match inside the match, if you will. Blood cleaned up.
Still green.
Andonian is away, and we're tied at 2.
Also, Connor is deceptively quick. I didn't anticipate him being as quick as he was on that first takedown, and almost on the second one. He dropped down really nice there, but good hips by Andonian.
Connor trying to attack the ankle. Goes right back down to the lower half.
He's got a half.
Does not decide to run with it. Looked like he was in the position maybe to put Andonian over.
Did a good job there. He had the underhook, and he did a cross ankle pick. Not same side, cross ankle pick, and got both ankles. When you have someone that's kind of crafty like Andonian, you want to shoot below the knees so he doesn't have time to get his hips around. 4-3 match here.
Keep it legal. Action center, guys.
Austin O'Connor, again, he's not afraid to just go in there and bang with Andonian. Once again, just jockeying and jockeying. So Andonian wants to make sure he doesn't do anything to get out of good position. Once you get out of good position, that's when Bryce Andonian is extremely dangerous. Nothing there. Take down. Take down.
Two officials will confer and make sure the takedown given to O'Connor. Meanwhile, O'Connor and Andonian stay tangled up underneath. Andonian has his headgear off, and I think he's bleeding. Take us through it, Rock. Is this 2?
So he drops down, clips, and let's see where control. So not yet, because there's still reaction time. At that point, everything inside of bounds. I can't see the left leg if the toe was still in. So if we can get a wider angle to see if that foot was in. So here he steps behind and he drops down. Control has not been established. He's trying to roll through, out of bounds. They're out. They're out at that point. When you saw, we talked about the cylinder to the sky. The cylinder to the sky would suggest that they were out at that moment.
So take us through the review process, an independent review with the matches here tonight.
Well, here's a little different. This is a referee's decision. So the referee said that we want to take a look at this. If it was an independent reviewer, it would have a brick coming out there, and then the independent reviewer would look at it. But the official said, let us look at it to make sure we got the call right. A little difference there. So they're looking at it. From what I saw, everything was out of bounds, even in the cylinder. It looked like it was out of bounds. Therefore, control was not established while his feet were in bounds. So I would say no takedown there. So kick, nothing elevated, everything's out of bounds. Let me see, actually, let me look at the right foot of Bryce Andonian. So he kicks up. That right foot, where's that right foot? The neutral position, no takedown.
You're 2 for 2 today.
I'm prepping for the Nationals.
So take out the 2 for O'Connor. Back to a 1-point match. Inside 10 seconds to go. Both wrestlers should be fresh after the lengthy delay. Andonian all cleaned up with his blood as well. And a 1-point lead right now for Austin O'Connor. Immediately he goes down to both knees. Man, he has been so important for Coleman Scott. You look at what he has accomplished. The national championship run a couple of years ago. 4-time All-American. Beat Sasso in 2021 to earn the title.
Neutral.
First
Carolina title since '95.
You saw what Coach Frayer and Coach Brewer did. They put up 2 fingers in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, meaning 2 minutes. Bryce, you can do this. 5-3, right in time is not making a difference. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That's a take. No takedown yet? No takedown yet. So they're holding that. Nothing yet. No takedown yet. He's going to look for neutral danger. Too late to throw the brick now.
No control.
Nothing yet. Actually, better position here. That's a takedown.
Andonian comes out on top of that exchange. O'Connor gets the quick point. And now a stoppage, and a brick is at the feet of Coleman Scott, and it goes back to that initial exchange that you were talking about.
Here's the question. They waited for such a long time to throw the brick. And at that point, he said, look, he threw the brick, and then you could see them saying, hand touch, hand touch. That hand touch was 30-plus seconds ago. So at that point, they're going to say, look, we want to question that. If you question something, you've got to throw the brick immediately. So at that point, no brick. Can't do it. You can't do it. At that point, if he had a question on that, he should have thrown it there. You can't throw the brick once your guy gets out of position. You see it, you throw the brick. And so it was a question of judgment call, saying that you question the referee's judgment. And therefore, the brick wasn't even considered.
So the escape right now by O'Connor, the difference maker, and O'Connor on the reshot comes in. No points awarded yet. Andonian in defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's reaction time. And I know that UNC is upset, but it's reaction time. Reaction time is something that can be considered by the official. It is definitely reaction time. So if you fall to your butt and it keeps going, reaction time. Now, Bryce Andonian, he's got to go for a sprint right now. Sprint right now for Bryce Andonian, and Austin O'Connor's going to hold position. I don't know why he's circled out of bounds. That doesn't make sense here. Uh-oh. Watch the throw. Good defense by Austin O'Connor here. Good job here.
Stop. Great match.
So the argument can be said that, hey, there was something wrong with there. That was a bad call, but hey, it's reaction time. There is no reaction time on rear standing hand touch. Otherwise, it is definitely reaction time.
Austin O'Connor, a 5-time ACC finalist. He has won his 3rd ACC title. ACC champion in 20 and 21, and now back on top here in 23 as the conversation continues. And Rock, what a day of wrestling, a day we both were looking forward to for a very long time. The hardware about to be distributed for the 5th consecutive year. NC State comes out on top.